How's it going, guys? My name is Lost and welcome to another Kingdom Hearts Union Cross video. This video we're going to be talking about the JP updates, so let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. Real quick before I start off with the new ones that came out this morning, I do want to let you know that there was a skill banner. They came out on Friday morning, I believe, and I think today is the last day. So if you are in need of some skills, definitely jump into it. They're only 1500 jewels, and of course you do get random skills attached to the 5 medals that you get. Some of those skills can be useful or potentially useful in high score challenges, so definitely think about that. Don't immediately delete them thinking like, oh, this is not going to be used in anything, because you never know. You might run into situations where, say, gauges is an issue, but you have this APP that sometimes comes in it, or that is SP Gauge 2 skill that you can attach to your medals, so you won't have to worry about gauges and whatnot during high score challenge events. So that is what came out this weekend, but let's go ahead and jump into it. First thing we got today is we got the mega farming VIP thing. So basically, if you're in need of some chip and dales, you are in need of any evolved medals so that you can try to increase your Nova, or you're trying to level up medals, etc, etc. This is the thing right here. Really, if you do this at least 10 times, you won't have to worry about being short on anything for a very long time. So if you do buy VIP, or if you're a new player and you are willing to actually put money into the game, or at least buy just VIP only, this VIP, especially if you're just trying to get medals to be able to level up your current medals, or if you're trying to increase like old medals and you're trying to evolve them to 6 stars, etc, etc, this could be a good VIP for you. The other thing that we got today was Union Cross, I believe. Yes. So in celebration of Children's Day, Union Cross is going to be until May 6th, guys. And also the good thing about this Union Cross is there's a few things actually. One, of course, is the celebration of Children's Day in Japan. The other thing about this is you can get Kid Sora, Kid Riku, and Kid Kairi as medal drops from Union Cross, as well as a bunch of balloons for your player, which the balloons that you see right there in the background, which is pretty nice. I think I might actually switch that out for my Chocobo from the Final Fantasy Record Keeper event. I don't know, but I think it's pretty adorable. It's in celebration again for Children's Day, so that's why you can farm these old medals. They are really old, guys, but they can be useful. I will put in the description below, if you do not know anything about these medals, they are kind of like defensive type medals. They're not really more of like any type of attacking type medals, but if you're the type of player that enjoys collecting medals, if you want to try to fill up that album, these medals right here can help you do that. So alongside with those medals, you do get the balloons, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boards this week for VIP. Also, the big thing about Union Cross. The big thing about Union Cross this week, though, is we get a booster. We got a brand new booster, and it is for the Darkgnaw Keyblade, which, as you guys know, Darkgnaw Keyblade is my favorite reverse Keyblade so far, unless they come out with another one. It is my most favorite reverse Keyblade, and my first one that I ever got to level 35 in JP. So I believe the boosters, they last about a month. I don't think they're just gonna end today, because if they did, that would be kind of stupid. But yeah, I believe they do last for a month, which is pretty sweet. And of course, guys, make sure to farm those Union Cross coins during the 30 minutes, which is it is 6 a.m. in the morning and 10 a.m. in the morning Eastern Standard Time. And of course, you guys can look at a time zone map to figure out how that works, but you can easily finish off Union Cross in the first day, in the first morning, in those 30 minutes. So yeah, Union Cross this week, pretty cool. You get some free medals, booster, and you get balloons in celebration of Children's Day for Japan. Now, the final thing for JP for this Sunday, we finally got a VIP mother freaking medal. It's been over a month, guys, almost 2 months really, since we have gotten a VIP medal. So Axel and Pluto, Toon Axel and Pluto, really adorable medal. I actually like it a lot. It's pretty cool. It's different. I don't think I've ever seen Axel and Pluto together, so this is like completely new to me. Unless this was from like the manga or something, then you guys can let me know, because I know there is a Kingdom Hearts manga. So do let me know in the comment section below if there actually is a scene that comes directly from this. But along with the VIP medal, guys, this is for 1 week. This is not global, so you get your 1400 jewels and you get all 7 copies of the medal in 1 week, so you don't have to go crazy spending for 2 weeks. But Toon Axel Pluto, he is a tier 8. I believe he's our first tier 8 medal, if I'm correct. He has reverse power 0 gauges, multipliers max ranges between 7.83 to 13.21. He is a random attacker, and his ability is buffs general attack by 4 tiers for 2 turns. Buffs, reverse attack by 1 tier for 2 turns. Buffs power attack by 4 tiers for 2 turns. Restores 3 gauges, and damage scales higher with more special attacks used in succession. So, this medal right here could potentially be somewhat useful in Coliseum, especially if you are going for a reverse power setup like using Darkgnaw, or if you're trying to put him in Fairy Stars, that'll work too. But if you're trying to use this medal and to try to get that max multiplier of 13.21, it's going to be good in the pet slot or in the final slot of Darkgnaw. Most likely it's going to be better in the pet slot, but correct me if I'm wrong though. But this medal can be used really well, especially if you're using it in Coliseum. Not really in raid bosses. I don't really see this medal good in raid bosses, because by the time you get to this medal, you're gonna have all the buffs and whatnot. But this medal can be good, especially if you're running a triple Shion EX and you only got that +6 reverse attack up, and you're trying to get that +7, and the second turn you're gonna have that +7 up, so that's pretty good. But when I say in Coliseum though, guys, it's gonna be good in the pet slot because the ability is for 2 turns, which is great. This is also a great high score challenge medal, because that way you can carry your buffs over in case you have to kill an enemy within like 2 or potentially 3 turns, depending on what it is you're facing up against. But in Coliseum though, if you're trying to use a reverse setup and you have some high gauging medals, this medal can be pretty good, especially if you get extra attack, because extra attack is definitely the most primary trait that you want to get on this medal, because restoring 3 gauges and with extra attack you get 6 gauges, and it's a 0 gauge medal. It's pretty good, because by the time you get to this medal and you've used up a lot of gauges from previous medals, this can restore it, or you could set this in the beginning of the Darkgnaw keyblade if you want. It's up to you guys. This medal can be used in many different ways, but of course, me personally, if I were to use this in Coliseum, say, I would probably put this in the 5th slot or the 4th slot of my Darkgnaw or pet slot, so that way, in case I do have like a 4 gauge medal or 5 gauge medal that I'm going to use afterwards, I know that I'm gonna have to get I know that I'm gonna have the gauges ready for it, because my Toon Axel and Pluto have restored it. So overall though, this VIP for this week, it's not too bad. The medal itself is actually pretty good in my opinion. When it comes to actually getting it, you know, I always buy VIP every week, so of course I'm gonna have this. I already have this medal. You guys already saw the showcasing of it, but I think it's a medal worth going for, because 1, you know, it does have its good buffs. 2, the buffs last for 2 turns, which is a great thing, and it can be used in many different kinds of setups. And 3, the multiplier is not that bad. You know, it could be better. I mean, it is a random attack, but I mean, it is a VIP medal, so I can understand why they kept the multiplier a little bit low. It would have been pretty good if, say, they made this medal AOE instead of a random attacker. But either ways, though, it's still good, in my opinion. And it can also be used in Proud Quest, so think about that, guys, especially because we did get 25 more Proud Quests. So if you need a random attack medal, this is your medal right here. Anyways, guys, so that is it for my update video. If you enjoyed the video and you would like to see some more Future KHUx content, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, guys, I will see y'all in my next video.